Next is the micro, right? So you're familiar with this one. This is the one to go to if you want to avoid doing something stupid on trades that you plan on doing within minutes, within hours, probably close it out the same day. Maybe possibly it goes, longer. If you have a low leverage trade, it could easily go longer. But for anybody doing like 5x leverage, or if they're really trying for even higher leverage, usually they're going to find a place to take profits or something, probably get stopped out into profit a bit earlier, right? So this is that one. And so this is like, I like to look at the 4 hour here more often than not, but I call this my window of focus. So whatever it is, I pull up something here, and it could be the 1 day or the 4 hour or the 2 hour or the 1 hour. Sometimes I even put the 5 minute here if I want to really look at it, but that's what the top left one is. It's just like the one that you really want to focus on. That's why it's bigger. Then I have kind of like my launch timeframes, my entry timeframes in this case. So, you could vary these up. You could do another version I have is 12, 30, 1 hour, right? It's not as intense, right? You have a little more time to like really see what's going on. But these are meant to be like three of your most sensitive time frames. So if you want some perspective, you should have three here. And these are nice because if you're paying attention to these, it's almost hard to go in directly against some sort of pressure. Like you just look at these, and if they're all doing the same thing, then you're probably safe. But if they all have blue bars on them and they look bearish, and you're about to go long on something, then you probably would avoid it, and you'd be like, oh, thank goodness I have those 3 bars, and I don't do that anymore. So that's what these are. And then you'll notice that I keep the CCMs the same on these. I have same one here, everywhere. This one didn't load up, but normally I have my little scalping one here, so I can kind of see what's happening in the most sensitive stuff. And so that's what I use this one for. So as you can see on this, even if it's just for the moment, we have a nice little green dot showing up. And so we've got potential, but as I look at this one over here, the bottom left, there's not a tremendous amount of confluence, in those time frames that I really would like to see it in. So if I was going to do something, I'd have to be really careful. I'd have to protect my position really quickly, and I'd have to assume that it could be very short-lived. But I do see, a few things that indicate we might see some upward movement. So I could do that.